My rectum is my vagina. My rectum has two main uses. The main use is to pass out feces, but the other use I have for my rectum is to use it as my vagina by taking cock up my ass. For many people, taking a cock up the ass for the first time can be a very painful experience, but with practice it becomes easier. When someone is buggering your ass, you should try to relax your anus and not resist entry, because the harder you resist, the more it will hurt. The best approach is to relax your anus as if you're trying to do a shit, and this will loosen up the anal sphincter muscles, allowing easier entry. If you are tense and worried that buggery will hurt, then it'll only end up hurting you even more, because by being anxious and worried about the pain you might experience, you will only cause your anus to become tighter, which will mean that the person penetrating you will have to apply more pressure in order to penetrate your anus, and this can tear the delicate lining of your anus, which will make buggery painful. Buggery can cause the anus to bleed, and if the anus is not used to buggery, then the bleeding can be quite profuse with blood gushing out everywhere. Do not be disturbed if your anus is bleeding during buggery, because it is a sign that you have been well used and penetrated hard, and endured a good strong penetration up the anus. Your partner who is buggering you will view the blood streaming out of your anus as a sign that he has buggered you well and hard. Part of the pleasure of taking it up the arse is in being submissive by adopting a submissive posture and letting yourself be used and abused by someone else. The other enjoyable aspect of being buggered is that the act of buggery is taboo, and by taking out the arse you are doing something that is frowned upon by many people, and so it is a form of rebellion against society. For those people who are worried that buggery will be painful, these people can practice buggery by shoving a dildo up their arse several times each day in order to loosen the anal sphincter muscles and get the rectum used to taking a cock. Before inserting an object into your anus, you should make sure that your rectum is empty of feces by going to the toilet and doing a shit. Prior to penetration, apply a little lubrication up the anus, and then slowly work the dildo in and out of the rectum. Push the dildo in as far as it will go up your rectum, and then pull it out completely, and then slowly push it back up your rectum again, and so on. Do this slowly at first, and then doing it faster and faster. It is important that the dildo is used to loosen the anal sphincter muscles by pushing the dildo in and out through the anal muscles so that the anal muscles are stretched and forced open repeatedly. Keep forcing the dildo in and out of your anus until your anal muscles become very sore indeed, almost to the point where blood is starting to seep out. It is only when the anal muscles experience severe abrasion will the positive effects of using your dildo be achieved, because the abrasions and tearing of the anal muscle lining will cause the anal lining to become thicker and more able to cope with being penetrated in the future. Once your ass has become very sore after extensive use of the dildo, you should let your anus recover for the rest of the day, thereby giving time for the abrasions to heal, so that the next day you can resume using the dildo again.